quite a morning workout. Yeah. We are climbing up to the summit of Machu Picchu, and I'm trying to catch my breath, but the view is like worth every second of it. We're waiting for our tour lady to make the package for us, so we can take the train tonight to go to Aguas Calientes, and then we can head to Machu Picchu tomorrow morning. Okay. Passport, right?
Mister, you need to stay 18:30 to a station.
Huh?
It's half hour before. You need to take maybe ¿cuánto cuesta Ollanta privado? O sea, en taxi a Ollanta. Sí, se lo lleva. ¿Tanto?
So crazy. Long story short, we bargained the crap out of our trip because we were under the impression that there would be a bus to take us from Cusco all the way to Ollantas, but unfortunately all that back and forth with broken Spanish made us a little bit late for that bus, so we're actually taking a cab there. It's gonna be about 80 soles to get to Ollantas, and then we are hopefully gonna take a Peru rail all the way from Ollantas to Aguas Calientes. We bought our tickets for tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. to Machu Picchu, and we have our bus that will take us from Aguas Calientes to Machu Picchu. So hopefully it all works out. We won't know, but we are on this cab right now for a good an hour and 20 minutes before we get to the train station. So keep your fingers crossed that we'll get there in time. We're cutting it really close because we are at 5:10 right now, and the train stops boarding at 6:34. So, oh my god.
Passport.
35 and 36.
Okay.
Are you okay, sir?
We're glad we made it.
Tomorrow. For
I just ran from Cusco. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Your copy.
Thank you.
This is your copy for the back. Please.
And this one?
35 and 36.
Okay. Thank you.
One way. We can basically
Oh my god. I guess we're sharing. Hi. Sorry, we just ran.
Oh, nope. That's okay. Been there, done that. You made it.
We made it.
We made it.
We are on this Peru rail train.
It was literally like 6:50 and I was on my phone and Google Maps was like, you have 20 more minutes. And our cab driver was like, Reedy was like throwing every single Spanish word he can, like rapido, mucho, everything. And I was like freaking out. And the cab driver was like, and he got
us here.
We got here like literally like 6:54, 55.
Yeah.
And we just like ran for our lives and we made it. Like, I'm just so glad we got on the train. because the next train out is probably like 9 p.m.
I don't know. I didn't even want to look at that.
I can't imagine like waiting an hour and a half, even though like these nice windows are here, we can't really appreciate it. But yeah, we're gonna get to Aguas Calientes.
Yep.
And
We'll see you on the other side.
see you on the other side. Our plantain slash bananas. I thought it was bananas and it was plantain.
Close enough, it's fine. We're in the banana family.
Are you able to eat them without cooking them? I think so, yeah. They're fruit. I just threw whatever we had. And we're starting. And we're having a little picnic. Picnic on your friends.
We are outside the station.
Exit is this way though?
Yes.
We are here in Aguas Calientes. This is the bus station for tomorrow morning.
Okay. Wow. Towels. And then a snack bag for tomorrow.
That's nice. I thought we were gonna bring our own snacks.
Right. Oh, it's a private room.
Not bad.
It's like a motel. And a bathroom? Oh, there's a full-on shower.
Huh?
There's an actual shower.
It's great. This is exactly what we needed.
Right, we're gonna go get some food and fuel up. I'm just
Get some water.
dehydrated.
Let's get some water.
Yeah. Peace out.
We are in Machu Picchu.
Long day. But I'm so proud of us. We made it. This is such a beautiful town. I'm just so glad to be here. We're just gonna, unwind, shower, and then head to bed. And get up early tomorrow to head to Machu Picchu at 5:30 a.m.
A few moments later.
Good morning. It's 5 a.m. No, 5:15 a.m. We're supposed to meet our guide at 5:30 downstairs in the lobby. And I think in this hostel, by 5 a.m. everyone's gone already. So I don't know if we're gonna be late or it's gonna be in line. But our guide told us that the first bus is gonna leave at 5:30. So we're gonna head down a little early to meet him. Hopefully we'll get a good head start of the day.
Let's go.
Entradas a Machu Picchu, si quieres usar la mano.
It is super early. It's like it is 5:20 and there's already a long line everyone ahead of us waiting to get on the buses to head up to the entrance of Machu Picchu. As you can see, I'm all wrapped up because it's a little bit chilly. Oh my god. You know what? Go off to the bathroom. Thank you. Is this better for filming? Let's go. The right side's better. Oh, right side's better? Okay.
Good to know.
We just boarded the bus. God, I like to triple chin. I have it too. So this bus ride is 25 to 30 minutes, and the price of the ticket to go up and down from Aguas Calientes is $24 total. So it looks like we're going, and I look beautiful. There we go. So many people. Every hour they let about 2,500 people in, and it looks like the majority of them are up here with us. Granted, we took a bus up, which was really nice. I'd rather do that than the 1.5 hour hike all the way up here.
Yes, after it was 3,000. And I will show you how.
I know.
It's quite a morning workout.
Yeah.
Climbing up to the summit of Machu Picchu, and I'm trying to catch my breath, but the view is like worth every second of it. vantage point of Machu Picchu, and this is looking pretty spectacular.
This is so cool. We just found out that the Machu Picchu was discovered in 1911 by Hiram Bingham, but it was actually founded by 3 men who were actually Peruvian farmers. And what happened was, when they found these ruins, they literally put their names on the walls because they had found this place. And when Hiram Bingham, who was a Yale professor from the United States, came in and pretty much removed their mark and
claim all the treasures for himself.
yeah, he brought like National Geographic and all these other publicity people to claim that he was the founder pretty much. And back in 2011, they gave it the 100-year anniversary of the finding of Machu Picchu, which is pretty cool. But it's been here for so long. It's been what?
The history is at least 600 years.
600 plus years. So
or more.
So it's just so amazing that we're here.
The sunlight is coming up on top of the peak of one of the mountains, shining over the city, and this view is out of this world. Oh my God! Look at it.
So the sun is coming through, as you can see, and one of the things that we highly recommend is getting here early. So we booked the 6 a.m. Entry, and it's the best time to come because once the sunlight comes through, it's really harsh and it kind of cuts all the mountains and you can see all the shadows, which is cool, but it's nice to be here before so that you can capture all the images before you get here. It is a historical site, and there are so many artifacts that were found in there of how the people used to live. We were told that it was actually not really a city, more like a university, because the way that they constructed the homes was like meant for 4 to 5 people only, and not a family of a mom and a dad and 3 kids or anything of extended family. So they were saying that there was split into 2 sections, like a women's section and a men's section, and so they think that that's what divided the space, and that gives them more information of how the people used to live. What is really cool is that this Machu Picchu actually never had a name. It is only named after the high mountain of Machu Picchu, and they were like, oh, there's a town close to it, so let's call it that too.
We're going on a hike.
So Machu Picchu is at the end of the Inca Trail. So there is a doorway that's coming into this this area, and what happened was they would carry the king through. It was wide enough for him to get carried through by like the men who were working for the town.
We just concluded our tour, and our guide just left us here. When you come down from the summit from the Machu Picchu peak, you cannot go back up. It's a one-way streak, so we're kind of stuck here. But we're just gonna, grab some snack and have some food, and take a little break because we haven't stopped for like 3 hours all morning. And this view is like really spectacular. And
Yeah.
We're just...
Also, the tour was only like 2 hours, and we had a private tour. We learned a lot about this historical site. Everywhere you look, it's just mountain, and it is so high up. They had to find a way to get all these rocks all the way up here, small ones, big ones, and our tour guide even mentioned that they had knowledge of the wheel, but they just didn't use it because if
didn't work for them.
Yeah, if something fell off and it was rolling down, it would kill everybody. Just some like really, really interesting facts and
how they even make agricultural, water irrigation at such high altitude. Like you're on a mountain, so they managed to find ways to irrigate waters from the higher peak because there's rainy season and they collected the water. Yeah. They even have llama pens to farm llama for their skin, their wool, and meat. It's like, you can have everything up here, which is so awesome.
They were just so advanced that they were able to create a civilization up here, and that's what I think is one of the most marvelous things.
Right.
That they chose this location because it was very close to the gods, and they chose it because the gods protected them here. All the mountains, it's really deterring people from trying to get here.
Right.
And as you can see when you're here, there's these long trails that like lead you to different parts of the space. So definitely a special place. Never in my life did I think I would ever be able to experience something like this. We're so grateful that we have this opportunity to kind of do what we want and explore all the places and see all the places and experience all the places. We're just two regular guys who quit our jobs, and now we're sitting at Machu Picchu having sandwiches.
Now you're putting me having tears on my sandwiches,
just think about it. Like we literally dropped everything to be here right now, and this is like the first time in a historical site that like we're just away from all the other people, all the details, all the stories. This place has been here for 600 years plus, and not everyone gets to see this in a lifetime, so we're really, really lucky.
Really thankful for this experience. And only at exploreaswego, like we're eating sandwiches, weird sandwiches on the mountains in Machu Picchu in a historical site.
It's very unreal. I can't even explain it. You look around and it's just so gorgeous.
Yeah, the views here, it's like 360 panoramic. All around you can see all the mountains, and you can understand why the Incans picked this place. And
it's special. They loved the place so much they even created rock sculptures that imitated the mountains around.
Right, to tribute the mountains. So if we enter the Machu Picchu 2 hours later, we're gonna be like one of these guys up there. Tour buses, tour groups, super packed, and probably those people who take the first train from Ollayantaytambo to Aguas Calientes and then the bus up. That's just how far it is. Look at how much people. I'm just glad we're done with our tour. It's awesome. The Condor sacred site.
We are heading to the exit now. We are headed to the buses and going back down to Aguas Calientes. Let's go.
just jumped on our bus and we are headed back down to Aguas Calientes to enjoy the rest of the day before we figure out what we do next, because things are up in the air. But note that these buses are running every 5 minutes out of Machu Picchu, so you can just jump on them really easily.
Machu Picchu was awesome. Now we have to figure out how to get back to Cusco. And our initial tour booked us for an 8:20 p.m. train back to Ollantay. And 8:20 means we're gonna get to Ollantay at like around 11. So we just checked with Peru Rail again, and the really nice ticket lady just upgraded. No, not upgraded. We paid more for an upgrade. Cause like even it. Well, like we paid $48 for an upgrade to first class, and I think it's a nicer experience too, because number one, we're gonna depart at 1:30 p.m., which will give us like at least half of our day, and number two, at least we can see, you know, the trail in daylight, because the last time we took the train in, it was dark, and we just don't want to be like stuck in a, you know, like nothing to see, and at least it's going to be a scenic route back to Ollantay, and we're going to get the panoramic windows, so it's going to be fun, and I think it's worth paying the $48 more per person. So now we're going to spend the next hour or two just to grab some lunch and finish up what we haven't finished seeing in Aguas Calientes, and then we'll head back to the trains and head home. That's like staying one night or 2 nights in Satchel.
We are waiting for our train. It is currently 1 o'clock and we're supposed to leave by 1:37. Boarding starts at 1:07. We have our tickets ready and our passports, which you will always need for these types of trains, so make sure you have it.
There's no like legit waiting spot. It's just like this cram corner where everyone's trying to board the same train. So this is the only place in the shade.
Your ticket and identification in hand. Thank you for your presence and for traveling.
Hi.
7 and right here.
We just boarded our seats, the first class seats in the Peru rail.
We are sitting in the Vistadome seats, and it is so awesome because you have a beautiful panoramic view of everything above you and around you.
Right, it's so nice. It was like a day and night comparison to the ones that we took into Aguas Calientes, because now at least we can see the daylight, we can see the scenic view across, like, you know, the windows and the skylight coming into us. And we're kind of excited because maybe they're going to serve us food. There's some nice placemats like set up for us, so we're just really excited to be here and also head back to Ollayantaytambo.
The great thing is that we took the expedition coming to Aguas Calientes, and now we are doing the Vistadome. So 2 different experiences.
Right. So awesome, and they just serve us like little desserts, like sweet potato cake, and tea and coffee.
Alright, we made it. We are in Ollayantaytambo.
We just arrived at Ollantay and the ride was so nice. I mean, we really recommend paying a little bit more if the timing really works for your schedule. And you know, like they had this whole performance, like fashion show,
Food and drinks.
a snack, yeah, and like drinks. Yeah, so now we just got to Ollayantay.
You've been saying it different every single time.
I don't know, I'm just terrible at it.
And we're gonna find a bus that will take us back to Cusco. Hopefully, there's one soon. If not, we'll be spending some time here. So
Right.
let's go find a bus
And explore. This is still so crazy to look at. Look at this. This is so spectacular. And I can't believe we're in the mountains of Peru. They walk fast. We were supposed to jump into a bus, but we got picked up by a colectivo. And 15 soles per person. And we're gonna wait for our driver to pick up 2 more people. And it will take us to Cusco.
car driver just stopped, so we're gonna take a look at this beautiful view. Wow, it is so beautiful. Like, we're at the top and we can see the whole Urubamba, which is like in this beautiful valley. The sun is shining through. It's windy up here. We're gonna get back in the car and head to Cusco, so let's go. We just dropped off our friend Gas and Lucy. They're from France, and we shared a cab back to Cusco, and they're trying to catch a bus to another town. We hope to see them in Paris when we're there.
Their bus was 6 o'clock and made it 5:55.
55.
So
that is the theme of our trip so far in Peru.
For them to catch the bus.
5 minutos.
We are back in our Airbnb. And the altitude is getting to me again. You can see my lips are getting blue. We're going to grab some quick bite and we'll come back and unpack and go to bed. It's just a headache. Alright, peace.
Weedy, you just gave him 2 tickets to stamp, right?
Yeah, I gave him 2 tickets. Only one. Huh? I stamped it only one. You stamped 2. The other one? We stamped already. Sure. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you stamped 2 tickets.
Sure.
Did you see the guy who's watching porn? Which one? Downstairs. Capital. Is my nose bleeding? My nose is bleeding. Do you have tissue?